he going to have another dream?
We are on chapter 2!
Hooray!
How long did it take for us to get through chapter 1? Too long.
At least 3 times 2 hours. So 6 hours, 7 hours?
I have only just finished editing part 1, and it's a pain in the arse. Because we just meander around.
He is having a dream. Oh, there's a key at the bottom of the lake.
Oh, he's got a mustache.
I had a terrible dream. In the morning, my thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door.
Morning, Bates.
Sir! Sir! Open up!
What's going on, Bates?
Open up, sir! I have to tell you something.
Ooh.
Hold on, Bates. I'm
I think someone's actually died. Last night.
Maybe.
What's the matter, then?
It's horrible, sir. Henry, our gardener. They found him in the garden pond.
Calm down, Bates. What are you talking about?
They found him dead this morning in the pond. I know what I am saying. I saw his body being dragged out.
How did it happen?
I have no idea. Detective Collier will
Gotta
tell
go
you
get
that.
key.
He has been questioning everyone for quite some time now, and he wants to speak to you too. He did not give any of us a chance to recover from the shock, not even Madam.
Where will I find him?
He's waiting for you in the common room. We had better go there right away, sir.
All right, let's go.
But if those keys that...
Oh.
Detective
Wasting no time for once.
Samuel Gordon, I presume. I need to speak with you. Mr. Gordon, do you know what happened?
Yes, Bates told me everything.
Good. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Shall we begin?
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Did you speak with Henry Stanton yesterday?
Did
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I
right.
only arrived yesterday, but I spoke
Of course,
with him
it's all in
during
one
the
day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you arrived yesterday.
Yes.
Prodding him about
to
the
attend
pond.
William's funeral.
I understand. What did you speak with Stanton about?
His
I
incompetence.
don't know exactly. It was a very trivial conversation.
Had you known him from before?
No, I only knew Mr. Dickens, who was Henry's predecessor.
That was before you left the manor.
Yes, about 12 years ago.
Okay, let's return to your conversation with Stanton yesterday. Did he seem strange to you? Nervous or disturbed?
No, nothing like that. He behaved normally.
So, you are saying that he seemed normal?
Right.
I spoke to Morris, your groom, before this interview. He told me that Stanton would often have a bit too much to drink.
Yes, I have heard the same.
Madame Victoria has also confirmed it.
What do you make of it?
Well, they found him in the garden pond, tangled up in algae. I don't know yet how he ended up in there, but the most likely explanation is that it was on account of his drunken state. He might have bumped into something, lost his balance, and fallen into the water.
Maybe. But don't you think the water would have awakened him?
No, exactly the opposite. It was water that caused his death. He fainted, fell into the pond, and the cold water did its thing.
Stopped his heart?
He wouldn't be the first drunkard to have drowned like this. What's ironic, however, is that it didn't happen in a lake or a river, but in a little bit of water in the back garden. Oh well, no man can choose his death. If there is nothing you need to ask, I won't be keeping you any longer.
Thank you.
I have all I need for now.
Okay.
Would you please see me out?
Certainly. Follow me, Detective.
It's very lackadaisical, this.
I will
detective.
now wait for Dr. Herman's report and close this case. Thanks for your time, Gordon.
You're welcome, Detective.
I'll just let you stand out in the rain.
Rude. Not even an umbrella. It is the 1980s.
Now that Henry is dead, I've got to find a way to obtain the second part of that strange object.
Right, so we saw a key, and that key looked like one of the keys that William was talking about.
To the pond!
And they said, yeah, that's why we're going. That's where I'm going. And he said the keys were, well, I don't know if he said dangerous, but they weren't allowed to have them all in one place. So there must have been...
like the Infinity Stones.
Kind of. So there must be something dangerous to them. So he's probably been murdered because he had a key.
Because he knew the truth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, is it in the rear garden?
Yes, it is. Because that's the dead tree and weird-ass Stearns. There it is.
Ah, here we go. So I'm going to right-click it because I want him to go in it.
And then left-click it, just to be sure.
No, right-click is to be sure. Right-click is it.
Something is glittering at the bottom.
Yeah.
What could it be?
A key! A key!
Something is what could it be?
Right.
According to both Bates and how could he possibly...
Right, so you're not going to...
You're not gonna reach your hand in and get the object.
Oh, footprint.
There's a deep footprint in the mud. It looks quite fresh. Whom does it belong to?
Oh no, it's me!
Can I not?
I shouldn't have made Henry clean the fountain.
What?
How could I have known that something like that would happen?
What? But it was his job.
The water is something is glittering at the bottom.
Well, get in there, man.
Get in there, come on. Oh, for God's sake. Right,
Right,
that's
do we have
it.
do we have a stick? Do we have a stick?
Right.
We do not have a stick. Right, so
No, we're not going through that again.
I need a stick. Oh, go to his greenhouse. Hang on. There must be like a tool or a hook or something.
Oh my God.
Is it really not obvious?
No. I want you to go over through the possible options.
I am going to the greenhouse.
No.
No?
No.
What about that?
No.
No. Pile of leaves.
No.
No. More the groom, because he said he sort of put him in it saying he was drunk.
Groom?
The groom, yeah, Morris.
Yes.
Ah, we need to talk to Morris, see what he saw. Oh, hang on, can I?
Oh wow, he actually did his.
I can't leave now.
What do you mean you can't
Don't
leave?
leave
I'm sure you can. There's a shortcut to get to Morris.
Mm-mm.
How do I get to Morris again? Oh, it's round the side. It's round the left-hand side. Yeah, go.
I shouldn't leave.
I'm not leaving. So we go up, then we go that way.
Yes.
Go this way.
This rain is totally not ominous.
And then we go...
Keep going around.
to the stable.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Seriously, not like cordoned off that.
Nope.
Because I'm gonna say, like, the way it's positioned, like if Samuel just like walks across there, you could easily scrape his ankle. You could get gangrene from that.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, but practically you would do that.
Morris, do you have a moment?
Ah, crazy Maurice.
Sure.
Henry?
Henry.
Footprint.
I took a look around the fountain.
Sir, why would you bother with such a thing? Why not just leave it up to that
Oh, that was
detective?
awful accent.
Well, I can't help suspecting something's wrong about all of this. 2 unfortunate accidents in such a short time.
Which was the other one?
You
Oh,
said
him.
it, sir.
Yeah.
They're accidents. Henry just got drunk as a stone, and this time his luck ran out.
Maybe. But never mind. I have come because of something else. I
Oh?
found a footprint in the mud by the fountain's rim.
But that's nothing strange. There must be lots of footprints there.
Well, this one is fresh and much deeper than the other ones. The person who left it there must have limped badly or been carrying something very heavy.
Are you suggesting it's mine?
No.
Well, why couldn't it be yours? It's mostly me who walks around the garden, and the footprint is probably from the morning I found him.
Maybe.
Sir, I told you I was home the whole evening. I've got no idea what happened that night.
How do you know that it was nighttime?
If I answer that now, could we stop returning to the subject?
We shall see.
I heard it from Dr. Herman when he was speaking with Collier.
What else were they talking about?
I was not really listening. I just overheard a couple
Come
sentences.
on, out with
as
it.
I was
Come
walking.
on, come on.
Can I go now, sir?
What did
All
you
right.
hear?
I'll ask Dr. Herman myself.
Ah.
Maybe I'm suspicious of him unnecessarily, but maybe not. I'll go see Dr. Herman and find out what he knows
No,
about
I'm going to
that
ask him more questions.
Yeah.
Morris, have you boarded up the old well like I asked you to yesterday?
Not yet,
No,
sir.
no.
He's going to die next, isn't he?
No,
It should
I'm
have
going
been
to
done
fall down
yesterday.
the well.
I'm
No.
surprised that Henry didn't fall into it.
Excuse me, sir?
You know well how I meant that. I want to see it secured today, or you can start looking for a new job. Is that clear?
Sure, I'll do it. You needn't shout at me, sir.
I have no idea what has gotten into me. Why did I yell at him like that? What do you think about what has happened to Henry?
It was to be expected. He drank way too much. I guess it had to end like this.
It sounds like you really don't care that it happened.
Well, we didn't exactly like each other, but I wish no ill will to anyone.
It was you who found him, right?
Yes, I needed something from the back garden, and as I was walking past, I noticed something floating in the fountain. I went closer to have a look, and he was totally tangled up in the weeds. I could see nothing except his coat.
Did you notice anything else?
No, I panicked, you see. I ran to the castle to get Bates to go have a look with me. I kept thinking I might have been confused and imagined it. But it really was Henry.
What happened next?
I rode into the village to get the detective. You know the rest.
So, Morris found Henry. Were you in the stable yesterday?
Sure I was. Where else would I have been?
The lights were not on.
Well, maybe I wasn't. Why are you asking? Oh, I can see where you're coming from. You're thinking that maybe what happened to Henry might not have been an accident and that somebody
No,
might
of
have
course
helped
not.
him
We're not
into
thinking
that.
that, are we?
No, certainly not.
Just-
We're just looking down,
A sauce
But
box.
I'm no murderer.
No one is calling you a murderer, Morris. I was just asking.
Just
All right,
because I have
fair
an
enough,
evil
sir.
villain accent.
If Madam learns that you are starting to suspect me, I may as well go looking for a new job. There's not much work available in this neighborhood. And besides, who would want to hire a man with one leg that is almost completely lame?
I'm not accusing you of
He has
anything,
one leg.
Morris. At
Yeah, I was
least
just
not
thinking
yet.
that.
I will go then.
We've never actually seen him
All
walk,
right,
have we?
sir.
No. Let's take a look at his legs.
Oh, I think one of them is like a wooden leg.
Oh, it could be.
I leave
Actually,
him
no.
to his
I'll tell you a little story. There's a guy called Kerry Von Erich. He was a wrestler. He was a very good wrestler, but the thing about it was that he actually had his foot amputated. But if you watched him perform, you know, like the pants and, you know, you got your boots on, you wouldn't even have guessed it. So maybe it's like one of those things where, you know, he's just so used to it that he can move around fluently.
Except
and it's
he has
so
a limp.
well, and it's so, well, we haven't seen him walk, so yeah, it's quite amazing what people can do with.
What were we doing again?
On to the guide. Right.
No. Hang on.
No.
No, Dr. Herman. That's it.
Yeah, and
right.
he'll be in the library, won't he?
Oh, balls. Go back there. I nearly went upstairs. I think I was just so fascinated with Morris. I just, like, zonked out. Oh, Victoria's here.
Hello, my dear. Oh, has the picture gone greener?
No, it's just
What
you.
happened to Henry is awful. First William, and now... Henry liked to drink, but other than that, he was a good man.
I'm sorry, Victoria.
I would like to be alone now. Do you need anything, Samuel?
Well...
Yes.
Dr. Herman, the physician, does he live in Willow Creek?
No, some time ago he moved into an abandoned house near the old mill. It is quite close on the road to Willow Creek, the only house far and wide.
Yes, I remember where that is. Thanks.
Please excuse me now, Samuel.
So has Dr. Herman gone back to his house then?
I often have headaches.
Maybe.
I often
Oh,
have,
no, I
I'd better
keep... Oh, for God's sake.
I swear, I thought you'd
can't
crashed the whole
leave now.
game then.
You're saying I can't leave now, so you can't have. I need that damned key.
Yeah. But
I
we
know
can't-
it. I know it's in there.
Well,
Well,
he's
it's not
not
in
here.
here.
What about the kitchen?
Oh, I'll see if he knows bits.
I was going to say, if Herman's not there, then Bits normally is, isn't he?
Do you have anything I can think something out of the pond, bits?
That isn't my arm.
Because I
Or
can't.
maybe a big stick.
Yes. Yeah, he could have picked up any stick. I tried clicking on the tree. You know, for a branch.
Oh, did you ever play Pooh Sticks?
No, we never had a river near us.
Really?
No.
Because there's a little village just out here, like towards South Cave.
If anybody doesn't know, we're not talking about literal poo sticks. We're talking about Winnie the Pooh sticks. It's a game in the book. Oh, cellar's open.
Cellar's open. Let's go. Ooh.
door is open. Someone must be down there.
Well, no.
Come on.
Oh, Batey boy.
Oh God.
Amnesia.
I was going to say I am getting.
What's the
Stop,
What's
I'm-
with the scraping?
I was going to say I'm getting like storage flashbacks. You know that really dark cellar.
Oh, that's as far as
that-
I got on Amnesia.
That
but-
was
oh.
that was the worst part. Like you can go for the library, you can go for the water monster, but oh God, I always hated the storage.
Yeah, but that is when we tried to play it
This
before,
one is from the
and you were
era
on
when the castle
Skype.
was
I said to you, I'm not going any further. I just can't.
You were actually whimpering, if I remember correctly.
I honestly couldn't
but that's
go.
merely old hearsay.
I like
No
right.
one has ever seen those corridors.
So Bates hasn't noticed us yet. It's just let's see how if I. Hey,
What's he doing?
hey! I'm just gonna go around here. Just don't mind me. So look at your stuff.
Don't mind me, I'm just sharpening the murder
They're
weapon.
full of clean water.
Oh God, he has got
The cellar
something.
is quite cold, so the water is always cool. I can't see it.
Okay, so Bates.
To the rear part. I'm gonna go over there.
What is
Is this place?
Is it a brewery?
Could be
It's empty.
empty.
Ooh.
Could be a body in it later.
The pump is part of the entire water distribution system. It pumps the water in and out endlessly.
This is
according
giving
to
me
a-
amnesia flashbacks hardcore, because... Oh, you know, after the jail bit,
Yeah.
you actually go to the system and it says, yes, well, we control the water throughout the village. And during the season, it produces a particularly poisonous fungi.
Oh, is it that purple stuff
It's
or
several
red
tens
stuff?
of meters deep, but the water from it can't be
No.
trapped.
The red stuff was the main villain, the Shadow. You didn't get that far. You didn't go to
No,
the
but I've
sewers.
watched people play it.
Yes, sir?
What you got there?
Oh,
Oh, we got a lot of questions for you.
fountain.
Bates, can the fountain back in the garden be drained?
Yes, there is a big pump in the cellar. It controls the water flow for the whole castle. It is possible to adjust the water level.
So that's what we're going to
However,
do.
I do not think
Flying
it is a good idea
chains.
to drain it after what happened. And Detective Collier should probably be notified about it, sir.
Nah.
I am merely considering all the alternatives. We have the right to find out what happened. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. In that case, it is probably best not to tell anyone. Is that what you meant, sir?
Very much so.
Ooh.
You said you were there when they dragged Henry out of the fountain.
Unfortunately, I was. The sight was terrible.
Poor Bates.
I have to tell you something.
Ooh.
I feel responsible for what happened to him.
Why would you say something like that,
I
sir?
touched the orb.
Well, I ordered him to clean the fountain. He did not want to do it, but I insisted.
You mustn't think that way, sir. Surely, if he had not been drunk, nothing would have happened. And I actually heard Dr. Herman say that his death occurred sometime after midnight. It is not your fault. Certainly, he would not be cleaning it in the middle of the night.
I was gonna say, what is he doing at work in the middle of the night?
Bates is probably right. Henry most likely fell in there by accident.
He's so impressionable, Robert. No,
Have you seen
Samuel,
Robert?
isn't he?
Yes, Sir Robert was reading the newspaper in the dining room this morning. If you would like to speak with him, I am sure you'll find him in his study.
Okay.
Does he ever come out of his study?
No.
I spoke to Collier. As you can imagine, he asked me a lot of curious questions. Tell me, what did he question you about?
Everything, sir.
Many things. But most of all, he was interested in the place where we found Henry. It was very unpleasant having to describe it all over again, sir.
Oh?
I just want to give him a hug.
Can you repeat to me what you told him?
I was afraid you would ask. Well, if I must. I was awakened by a sharp knock at the door of my room. Morris was shouting something about Henry. He seemed utterly confused, rapidly pouring out incoherent sentences. He wanted me to go with him to the back garden immediately. At that moment, I still had no inkling of what had transpired.
Did you go with him right to the fountain?
Yes, and only there did I realize what had happened. It took me a while to come to myself again, but
Wait.
then I went straight to the telephone.
What time was it?
It was about 6 in the morning. Collier and Dr. Herman arrived an hour later. That is all, sir. You know the rest.
Yes. Thanks for being so patient, Bates.
Right, what?
I was going to say, what if the thing that's happening is actually a ghost that possesses somebody to carry out the murder? So Henry killed, what's his face that we were looking at, who originally died, who got yeeted out the window. But now Morris got possessed by the ghost to get rid of Henry. So the ghost is going to target another person to kill Morris.
Maybe. I don't know.
Come on, that's plausible. Why would Morris be looking for something at around about 6 in the morning?
Could have been coming back from having a drink.
Morris doesn't drink, does he?
He does. He said, I may be a drunkard and a sauce box.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there is some, there's like a secret stash in Henry's greenhouse.
Of booze.
Of booze.
We'll have to check that out.
When did Dr. Herman leave?
Half an hour ago, he took Henry's body to the old morgue.
Ooh, we'll need
Did he
toxology
mention to anyone
report.
what he thought about all this?
He had a long conversation with the detective, but
Plus,
I had no
he
idea
said,
what they were
Bates
speaking
has said
about.
it was about 6 in the
was so
morning.
distraught, I
So
was
Morris
not
could have been
really
around at
listening.
5 or 6, 5,
All
half
right.
5 in the morning. That's not
That's all
unusual.
then.
That's not unusual. I mean,
Bodies
I've
in the
started
old
work at 5:30 in the morning before. You commonly start work at 5:30 in the morning, don't you? Or at least wake up by
I
then.
wake up by then, yeah.
What
Cleaning.
was Morris doing in the back garden so early in the morning? His work is in the stable, right?
Yes, but he sometimes helps with the gardening. Henry cannot do everything that needs to be done.
Lazy.
I mean, he was not...
Bates, why don't you take the rest of the day off? You don't have to work under the circumstances.
What are you doing down here?
No,
anyway?
sir. I do not want to just be sitting around brooding. I'd rather attend to my
Probably just sharpening the
responsibilities.
kitchen knives.
It helps take my mind off things.
I understand.
Because there'll be metal
I
shavings.
think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
So let's take a look at the greenhouse to see if there's any moors.
Righty ho.